Wednesday, September the 28th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. Let's begin with a look at the time-lapse imagery from the Avalon Pier web camera yesterday. Apologize, a little jumpy. Looks like the internet connection a little shaky between the computer systems this morning, but variably cloudy skies. In fact, a lot of clouds off and on throughout the day yesterday across the region, and we had some pretty good scattered showers and thunderstorms develop in some spots too. Now let's look at the highs across the southeast yesterday. Temperatures have been decreasing. Notice a lack of 90s in most spots across the southeast and certainly across the Carolinas. Not a whole lot of 90s on the board. But we did have highs in many spots in the 80s and in many instances well up into the 80s. Low 80s across a lot of the Triad viewing area yesterday, or the Charlotte viewing areas, low and mid 80s for high temperatures there on our Tuesday afternoon. Now, this morning we've had temperatures in the 60s and 70s in most spots, a little cooler in the mountains, and certainly much cooler up here into parts of West Virginia, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Dew point's still way up there, though, in most spots, well into the 60s, so still a pretty humid weather setup in place. Now, more on our local weather, which is unsettled still for another day or two, coming up in just a second. But let's get into the tropical update here. Still waiting for our next tropical wave to wind up getting classified as a tropical depression or a tropical storm. It is getting better organized. It's approaching the Lesser Antilles, and it will continue tracking generally westward into the Caribbean Sea. And it has a very good chance today of becoming a tropical depression or a tropical storm. And it's getting better organized, and again, it's just really a matter of time, I think, before this does get classified as a system, and whenever it does acquire tropical storm status, the name will be Matthew. And out ahead of this, you have pretty much untapped waters across most of the Caribbean Sea, and look at these water temperatures well up into the 80s, and so that's kind of bathwater down there, as this system will have probably encounter not only really warm sea surface temperatures, but pretty favorable upper level pattern for strengthening, and this could become a very significant tropical system. So this moves into the Caribbean Sea, and then I still think that bend to the northwest or north is likely, but again, until we get a trackable low level center and a classified system, this is still a lot of conjecture. Let me show you the intensity modeling, though. And again, most models take this into at least a category 1, and in many instances category 2, 3, or even 4 hurricane intensity. Let me show you some of these specific computer models here with Matthew to be. Now, this is the Canadian model, and here's what's happening. Why does that sharp right-hand turn occur? Well, you have this weakness in the subtropical ridge, and it's not really even the subtropical ridge, just this ridging to the north of it near the Atlantic seaboard, and that's due to this low pressure area that's affecting us. And so when that weakness continues to develop, it allows this bend to the north, and so on the Canadian, you end up with a really powerful hurricane moving near the Outer Banks. That's what it looks like on this perspective there. This is out at Wednesday of next week, so 1 week from now. That's the Canadian solution. Let me show you a couple other models here. Look at this. This is the NavGem, and it is a powerhouse hurricane off the Carolina coast on the 5th of October, the morning of the 5th of October. Now, here's the GFDL, and this is, again, a really potent hurricane west of Jamaica and south of Cuba. At the end of its cycle, the Hurricane Wharf is further to the northeast of Jamaica, near the eastern tip of Cuba, and again, that is a powerhouse hurricane. The European model, it has a system in the Bahamas. That's the operational European. I've not seen the ensembles just yet. And in terms of the GFS, there you go. There it moves into the North Carolina coast Thursday of next week. Again, this is all just speculation at this point, but I do think bend to the north, and I'll still say anywhere from the eastern Gulf of Mexico to off the Atlantic coast. That's your range of possibilities right now, and I do think this has a really good chance of becoming a very significant tropical system, so we'll be tracking that for you. Over the past couple of hours, had some showers and thunderstorms early this morning through the northern part of the state, near the Virginia border, and I think as we go through the day, watch this. Here's the high resolution modeling. You'll see another round of these scattered showers and thunderstorms developing as we get toward this afternoon and into this evening. And with that low pressure area punching into the region, a little bit of an enhanced chance of a few strong to severe storms today, have marginal threat of severe weather, basically east of Interstate 77 and west of Interstate 95 across the region. So a little bit of dynamics involved today with this low pressure kind of pivoting through the region. So the result will be a good chance today for these scattered showers and thunderstorms here as this Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening rolls along. Still tomorrow, due to the slow timing of this front, I think some scattered showers and thunderstorms a possibility, especially again east of Interstate 77. There's your Thursday highs, and Friday still some lingering showers a possibility. As Friday rolls along, there's your Friday numbers. But I still think with time, the drier air will get on in here over the course of the weekend, and the weekend still looks really nice overall. So I'll step you through this real quick here. There's the GFS solution for today and tomorrow, and then out to Friday. It pulls the rain out, but the European lingers some rain Friday, so I've left that chance for rain in. And the GFS still being really aggressive with the cooler air arriving. These are Friday morning lows, and then there's Saturday morning lows. I don't think this is. I think this is a little bit too cool, is what I'm trying to say. But certainly could see some 50s on the board for lows over the course of the weekend. Deeper into the weekend, there's Saturday, there's Sunday looking good, Monday looks fine, and then again, the GFS brings that Matthew to be system up through the Bahamas on Tuesday. Here comes Wednesday offshore. That's a cool northeasterly flow for the interior Carolinas on the GFS. And then there it goes, heading toward a landfall Thursday. But again, that's just one run of one model. I would not take that to the bank whatsoever. We'll keep you up to date. All right, that is it for the latest edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you for watching. Everybody have a great day, and God bless.